Welcome again, ENC 91 students. This is your professor, Michael Bloomingberg. And in this video, what I'm going to do is just walk you through the assignments that are due for week 3. So I'm on Blackboard. I'm going to click on the week 3 folder. That's in the weekly assignments tab, by the way. And where I'm always going to start is with the week 3 listing of assignments. So I'll pull that up and then I'll move the camera over just so we can get that all in view. Okay? So you have some readings from the Right Stuff ebook and the work. The first couple of readings come from the ebook. The process of drafting an essay is in Chapter 6. That's pages 104 to 108 in the Right Stuff ebook. Narration and description, Chapter 7. That's pages 146 to 154 in the Right Stuff. And then in Westmore's The Work, you're picking up with page 6 where you left off last week, and you're reading the lesson of the student, page 6 through 24. Now you also have an assignment sheet for the narrative essay, and we'll take a look at that in just a moment. Those are the things you need to do to begin with. Submitted assignments from the Right Stuff. There's a pre-writing activity for the narrative essay, and I have made a video to walk you through the assignment. Please note the due dates for this week, which include the pre-writing assignment and the Blackboard discussion assignments, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, September 6th. So please note your due date. As far as Blackboard is concerned and the discussion board, you have a topic related to narrative essays, and you have a topic related to Westmore's The Work and the lesson of the student. We'll try to look at those in just a moment. And with the My Writing Lab this week, you are starting on the craft of writing, and this will be a 2-week journey through this module. So you have a couple of weeks, but you definitely want to get a jump start on that this week. But note your due date for the craft of writing module is September 13th. Everything else is due September 6th. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to come back to the week 3 folder. I'll readjust the camera so that we can do that. And we'll take a look very quickly at the narrative essay assignment sheet. And I'll make this as brief as possible here. But it gives you a definition of what a narrative essay is about, that it tells a story, but it also explains how the story played an important part in his or her life as a writer. And I've directed you to 119 in the ebook for Chapter 7 for further reference. And since your essay must be original and your life stories are all individualized with no two exactly the same, the following sample topics would work well for basing narrative essays off true life experiences. Things like the greatest accomplishment of my life, how being in kindergarten prepared me for college, how I define true love, when I'm bored, this is how I cure it, the greatest day I've ever lived. Please note that these are just sample topics. You may use your own topic, but email it me to clear it with me first just so that I can give you some feedback. Note the format, and there's a format video in the start here. If you've not checked that out yet, you might want to check out the format video. It's 2 pages long, not single-spaced, or in other words, you want to double-space it, using 12-point Times New Roman font and 1-inch margins. And due dates, well, the pre-writing activity for the assignment is due September 6th by 11:59, and a rough draft, and it must be a completed draft, is due Sunday, September 13th by 11:59 p.m. So that's the assignment sheet. I'm going to go back to the week 3 folder. If I can pull everything back into focus here, there's a pre-writing video that you might want to check out, and that will help you understand what I'm looking for in the pre-writing assignment. Down below that is where you actually submit your pre-writing. If I click on that, you can see it's just like our typical submission. The instructions are up here for you. You're just going to click Browse My Computer right here when you're ready to submit. You can add comments if there's something you want me to know about the submission, but if I can get this into focus over here, down on the bottom right here is where you submit when you're ready to submit the actual assignment. If I go back to week 3 folder, the discussion board is down here. Click on that briefly. And so what you're being asked to do, first of all, related to narrative essays, you're being asked to look at Chapter 7, 146 of the ebook. How familiar were you with narrative writing before you completed the reading? And what do you believe will be your greatest challenge in completing the narrative essay assignment? And I put, please feel free to refer to the assignment sheet in the week 3 folder. And then over here, the lesson of the student, I've given you a quote by Wes Moore, and I'm asking if you agree or disagree with Wes Moore and to explain why. So look that quote over carefully. And go back to weekly assignments, back to the week 3 folder. Last but not least, the My Writing Lab is directly linked. And when you click on it, it pulls up the modules. And so the module that you're working on for this week and next week is the Craft of Writing. It's directly to the right of the screen of the Basic Grammar module. When you click on it, you will see that it is 8 topics. And remember to work your overview and animation to work through your recall and apply at least one set before you take a post-test. Okay? And so you're working from the getting started all the way down to editing the paragraph. I think that's it, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to post in the week 3 discussion board, and I'll look at that forum as often as I can, or you may email me. Good luck with this week's assignments, and be on the lookout for more videos in the future. Take care, and bye-bye.